Oh shit, welcome back.
Another vlog. So, today, upper body day is going down and go for my morning walk now. And this one's very good. So Getaway's been running out last time at the gym, so I decided to go with those Japanese ones. They're actually quite good. Very good. I almost like them more than Getaways. Yeah, going now for like my morning walk. I did my morning routine. It's now right now in Thailand. I would say very risky going out because the raining season started. And this year, I'm living here now for 2 years almost. This year it's very unpredictable. Like before it was like, in a sense, like usually raining at the same time. But now this year it can rain at 8 a.m. It can rain at 12 p.m. It can rain at 5 p.m. It's, yeah, you go out, it's like the last time I went out and I was soaked. Like being in the shower. So living a risky life, guys. Still a little bit raining. It could come back down any moment, but I wanted to take you on the ride because, yeah, like yesterday, like I mentioned it on my IG post, I was doing like a load reset, and I just want to talk briefly about that right here also on the vlog to give a little bit more context on that, like when to do a load reset, things like that. And what it basically is like you reducing the load on a movement, which can be sometimes to get a better stimulus in sometimes, but also, oh, now it's coming down a lot. Damn. Load reset, like it can give like a better stimulus, or it can also be like when you have a little niggles, a little pains, it can help a lot with that. So in my case, I think I was still getting a good stimulus in with the previous load, but it was hurting my knees a little bit. So in this context, I was like, okay, I reduce a little, I have even more still hips, even like getting it even more shortened, like having the even more isolated on the muscle, having even less other muscles helping out. So in this context, for me, it was definitely the right call, right? Definitely the right call, because yeah, I could maybe move more load, still get a somewhat good stimulus in, but if my knees can't handle that at the given time, it's definitely the better move to like, yeah, let's say to reduce that a little bit. It's what I always do every morning basically for like, yeah, like just around the blocks. Usually like gets me like 1,500-ish steps in the morning. I like to do that, and then I usually again do the post-workout walk. That is like my step routine, like every day. Around 4,000 or 5,000 steps in the off season. And yeah, and that goes very, very well. This final strike. I'm getting some cardio in now. Because I don't want to get soaking wet again. Let's go. Told you guys. Let's see how I make it to the gym. Alrighty guys, we made it to the gym. I'm still like mostly dry. Yeah, the main thing here is most Grab drivers, like no taxi was accepting me for like an hour, and like the nice thing is most bikes, they have like a raincoat with them. So I was like, I take the risk, won't skip a training session, and yeah, I was lucky, he had like a raincoat and easy going. So let's get the session down, upper body session today. I think it's the first time, or I just did like one, I don't know, once I recorded that for YouTube, like upper body session, but yeah, we're starting basically over with lat pull arounds. 2.5 more weeks to go with that meso, and let's get it going. Alright guys, first set is going down. I did 15 reps last week here. This week I'm doing it again, just like, yeah, bring the RP a little bit down, even better execution, because then I ramp it up a little bit, and then I ramp it up again. And with the heaviest set last week, it was like 95, I believe, and they did 4 reps. And today, like even if I hit like the same reps as last week on set 1 and 2 with lower RP, but then I make progress on like that final set, that's a huge form of progress. So I always play it by ear when it comes to progressions. I always like, yeah, make it on my intuition, like what I want to progress today. Is it like bring the RP down? Is it more reps? Is it heavier load? And I'm at a point now where I really know like what is the right call. Yeah, so for instance, this time I introduced like brief pauses in the lengthened. and yeah, and initiate even more with my lats compared to last week. So that is always the thing, so never get discouraged of like, if the logbook sometimes not moving up, many forms of progress. Like all your muscles are worrying about or caring about is like the amount of mechanical tension you get in, and there's many forms to get it in. And yeah, sometimes just have to pick what is the best in a given moment. Progress on the previous one, like 80 last week, it was with 9 reps, day with 10. That's already a big win. And now, last week it was 4. So we'll see, 5 or we get 4 in again, but with better execution. So let's get it rolling, guys. Five good reps. Let's go. Oh. Yeah, before I do the other side, usually I rest like for 30 seconds or 1 minute. Especially when I go all out like that. Decline chest press, so that's the substitute for dips. Usually when I don't do dips, I like to do like a kind of decline press, which also works the triceps quite good, lower pecs, and yeah, like every set here as well to failure into partial reps. And that's what I like about machines, like you can easily go into partial reps here in a quite safe way. And yeah, that's the plan, doing this one after this like a kind of teres major by a sled pull down, meadow rows, and then just triceps and delts, I guess. Alright, first set done on the upper back teres major by lat pull down. Same reps as last week on the first one, but that's fine because I made good progress on the lat pull around. So that's always the thing when like you make progress on like the first movements afterwards. Even if you hit like the same reps, it's technically a form of progress because you get into it and a bit more pre-exhausted. So the decline press also progress, moved up from 80 to 85. Alright guys, second set is going down on the meadow rows, and basically when to switch out a movement in a sense of like, when to rotate them. There's like the thing of like, you're either doing it too quick, like after 4 weeks, switching an exercise where you just barely get used to it, or giving it a good chance, or you stick like way too long with it. But it's also depending, like with some movements I can stay ages with, feeling fine, like in RDL for instance. But then there's like usually a sweet spot, like with those, I'm with those now for like 4 months, and now I feel like a little bit, it's getting a little heavier on the lower back. I'm not as exciting doing them right now. Like that's one of the biggest reasons why to rotate them out is like sometimes you just get bored. You want to have something else, and that's a legitimate reason. But also we need to learn to like not get bored too quick. So I would say, like 3 months is usually like a good sweet spot. And then if you feel good with it, you're progressing well with it, it's feeling fine on the joints, you can keep on going. But if you're just a little bored, you can just rotate them out. So most likely going to do some dumbbell rows next mesocycle instead of those. And it's like
2 more rotations to go after this one with it. So yeah, and it's more like upper back bias, so I'm letting my scap move freely. I'm also more upright, so I have also the upper traps involved. Yeah, and like let the arm close to the body, more spread out, and then you basically hit the upper back as good as possible.
Wrapping it up, guys. Watching Coach Alberto. And the final meal of the day, broccoli, some ketchup, a chicken tonkatsu don, currently my absolute favorite meal, and some miso soup with it. So ending it here, guys. That is a upper body session day. My only meal today. Honestly, I only had only shakes, getaways, protein shakes, smoothies. And that's my only meal. So currently, like when I'm that deep in off season, or basically like that much at my set point now for quite a while, it's crazy. It's now almost 6 months, I believe. Time is flying. It's already almost June. So June, July, August, September. Yeah, probably another 4 to 5 months of just sticking here with the body weight, making gains. So I don't plan to go much heavier than that. And having 1 meal a day, basically. That's how it rolls. Sometimes 2, but usually just like 1. That's the only thing I eat all day, because like one thing as well is like it messes a little with my digestion. Otherwise, if I eat like too much, once I'm at my set point, I feel like my body just wants like more liquid stuff coming in. And so that's basically it. And like another full day of eating, I will probably record something along the lines. Maybe like it is technically almost like a full day of eating what I just showed you right now, because probably boring if I just show you my protein shakes and my getaways or and smoothies all day. So it's probably more interesting during a contest prep setting to do more of that. So now off season basically like more lifestyle, more training content and so on. So that's basically it. Just a quick like also feedback on the training. Like basically it was a very, very good session with everything. The back work felt amazing. The chest work got a little stronger there as well. The delts and the triceps as well. So it's just going according to plan, and that is the main thing, which like 5 years ago you could not have told me that, like, oh, you maintain your weight or you even lose a little bit of weight and you make progress just as good compared to like force feeding like crazy and all of it, and messing up, like it just messes up my digestion, messing up like how I feel, most of all like wellness wise, so much. I feel so much better this off season compared to like that usual force feeding, where honestly it feels worse than the very digging hard dark days of prep. Honestly, when I'm like force feeding like that, just want to lay down all day. Like it's so bad. But that is always my goal. Like each off season, each contest prep, I wanna make it more healthy in a way, because I see myself doing that the rest of my life basically. So I want to make sure that I can enjoy it even more. So every year I try to maximize gains, but at the same time making it even more that I can incorporate it in my life and feel good with it, all of it. So that's always like basically a big part. And especially like right now, having a girlfriend, if you have a partner or so many things, it is important that you still like not be that super obsessed bodybuilder who can't have a life. I think it's super important, especially like with things outside of it, to like have that balance. Always a big part. So guys, leaving it here. See you on the next one. Peace out.